Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back with another video on the AirPods. See, bling bling. Here's my friends right here. We're just hanging out at the park, but yeah, I just wanted to start the video off new, Enjoy the video. The original AirPods came with just a charging case, but now the new AirPods come with the same charging case that the original AirPods came with. Or you could buy the wireless charging variant of the charging case. Luckily for all of you first-gen AirPod users, the new wireless charging case is backwards compatible, so you're not missing out on much. The wireless charging case by itself is $79, and it also comes with a lightning port if you prefer to charge via cable. The choice is yours. In terms of design, the AirPods 2 are virtually identical to the AirPods 1, except for the LED light placed on the front of the wireless charging case. There's absolutely no difference between the first generation and the second generation AirPods at all. They look just the same. The AirPods 2 uses the new H1 chip, while the AirPods 1 uses the W1 chip. Both of these chips allow the AirPods to connect seamlessly with Apple devices, but Apple claims that the H1 chip for the AirPods 2 can connect to devices 1.5 times faster, provide a more stable connection, and switch between devices twice as fast as the original AirPods. Also, the H1 chip boasts a 30% lower latency, which means users would experience fewer delays as far as audio and display synchronizing. This is the biggest change in my opinion between the AirPods 2 and the AirPods 1. In this iteration, Siri works a bit differently. For the first gen AirPods, you had to double tap either AirPod to activate Siri, but now with the AirPods 2, all you have to do is say "Hey Siri" to turn it on. As far as listening to music, there's no difference. Both generations will only give you about 5 hours of playtime when listening to music, but as far as making phone calls, the AirPods 2 shine as far as the battery life category. You'll get up to 50% more talk time than the first gen AirPods, which is a dramatic difference in my eyes. So instead of getting around like 2 hours of talk time, you get about 3 hours on the second gen AirPods. But you also have the charge case, which can charge the AirPods 4 times over. I know I put the design in the good category because of familiarity, but the new AirPods look exactly the same as the first gen AirPods from 2017. Honestly, when I went to go buy the second gen AirPods, I didn't even know I was getting the second gen AirPods. I'm like, are you sure these are the second gen or is it the first gen? But the lady reassured me from Verizon they were the second gen, so I went on about my little day. I wish Apple would have came out with new color options this time around. Even though Apple hasn't given those options, there are alternatives that can make your AirPods unique. If you go to colorware.com, you can customize your AirPods any way you want to, from engravings to colorways for your AirPods and for AirPod charging cases. Let me just get this straight. It doesn't matter who you are, AirPods are super easy to lose. Maybe it's just me, but from the time spanning from the first gen AirPods to the second gen, I've lost about 4 to 5 pairs, not counting the ones that I broke play fighting. The only option that you do have finding your AirPods if you lose them is going to Find My iPhone and selecting the AirPods that are registered to your Apple account. From there, you can track down your AirPods location and also play a little ringtone if they're nearby and you are unable to find them. The only gripe I have about ringing the AirPods is that even at max volume, they're pretty hard to hear. So hopefully you guys out there, if you lose them, you better hope you're in a quiet room or good luck. It didn't take me long to find out that you can take AirPods out the case with just one hand. Say, for instance, if you make a call with your phone and you're trying to put one AirPod, you're really going to have a fun time putting the other AirPod on when taking it out of the case. And imagine having groceries in your hand. That's just, yeah, impossible. Apple is selling the wireless charging case separately, and it is compatible with both generations of AirPods. So the question is, should you get the hot new second gens, or should you just stick to or buy at the cheaper price the first gen AirPods? The wireless charging case doesn't come cheap at a price of $80, but if you consider that there are cheaper options out there, is it really worth it? Also, just think about how often you're going to charge your case in the first place. For me, I usually charge my case at least twice a week. You can honestly just keep the regular case and just plug it up when it's low on battery, all the while saving a pretty penny. Also, there's absolutely no difference between the first and second gen AirPods. If I were you, I'd just stick to the first gens until the Gen 3s come out, which should be with a considerable, it should come with a considerable update. Or just ride the first gens until the wheels fall off. But if you really need the latest and greatest and you're willing to spend the extra $40 to $80, and as I always say, by all means, go ahead. Alright guys, and that's my video. Please like and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.